Hey everyone, Season 6 has arrived. Here are the top map changes and new additions that have been implemented into the game. The biggest and most prominent change is this humongous floating island over Loot Lake now. The cube has dissolved into the lake and has made it rise. There's now a tornado that propels you upward and leads you to land on top of the floating island. There are tons of chests everywhere and tons of people, so good luck. There is also a lower level area underneath the floating island. There's a lot of ridges and whatnot, and you're actually able to walk through this area. You don't have to jump around, and you don't have any fatigue walking through this water. It's actually pretty shallow. So you can go around, loot some of the chests. I'm actually playing playground mode, so there's a lot more loot than what you normally see, but this is also another area. And if you walk towards the center of this area, that's the source of where you get propelled upwards. But you're not able to reach the center of the area. Unfortunately, that sucks because last game I had some loot fall into the middle and I wasn't able to get it. But it's an awesome addition and it looks great in the game. Last season they had rifts, and the season before they had hop rocks, and now the next huge change in the game is the implementation of the shadow stones. These shadow stones are now where the anti-gravity fields used to be. You can now become almost invisible and can now phase through objects and walls. They actually recently nerfed them due to a bug in the game. The bug in the game allowed you to stay permanently invisible when you were downed and resurrected while in the shadow mode. In the shadow mode, you keep a purple aura around you when you're moving, so you have to pay attention to your surroundings. If you want to exit the shadow mode, you can hold right click in order to exit, and you do an animation. And once you do that animation, you can now shoot anyone who's in front of you. The next notable changes is the change that has been implemented in Fatal Fields. Fatal Fields now looks a little different. It actually looks like there's cornfields here, and it's ready for fall. They put cornfields all over, and now you can easily hide in the cornfields. So now there's chests hiding in the middle of the cornfield, but it's really getting into the spirit of the fall season and Halloween. But I have now recently found that once you leave, get it? Leave. Sorry, that was a bad joke. But once you leave the cornfield, you have a trail of leaves that come out of your body. I actually kind of found that animation kind of annoying. Once you start cutting down these cornfields, then there's an annoying animation that happens. So this animation causes leaves to keep on coming out of your body as you're walking, and it makes a little rustling sound. And I couldn't figure out how to get it off. I took some fall damage. I didn't know what to do. I think you have to go fully down. I haven't experimented and tried that, but it seemed like the period of time that this would happen to you was indefinite. I don't know if it was a glitch and that just happened to me, but it was really annoying, and I hope they do something to get rid of that, because I don't want that as a result of me just farming for mats in Fatal Fields. So another big addition is the implementation of the new scary castle right next to Haunted Hills. It seems fitting for what Haunted Hills is supposed to be. It's a cemetery with everything surrounding it being very scary and whatnot. The loot here is pretty nice, and it was nice to explore. I think landing here with some squad mates wouldn't be too bad of a decision. There's a decent amount of loot, and there's some nice vantage points, and the castle has many levels to it, so you can see pretty far around the map. So if you set up a launch pad and whatnot here, you should be good to reach a pretty far distance and make that circle if the storm's coming after you. The final change, and one of the changes that has been predicted and theorized for a very long time, is the new bunker. The bunker is located in Wailing Woods, and you can access the bunker through the garden maze and cutting down to the lower level. This lower level has a lot of loot, it's pretty elaborate, and also has a rift inside, which is awesome. Epic decided to put that in the bunker so you can get out easier, and I'm happy that Epic did that because building up and getting out of here would be a hassle. They have also added more places to loot in Wailing Woods, like the new log cabins. These log cabins have some loot inside and are definitely worth checking out now. Wailing Woods is a pretty dry location when it comes to loot, and a lot of people just came here just to get mats and mat up and get some mushrooms. Which I won't knock it for having that, but it made this place a lot better for sure. I forgot. They added a new store in Retail Row.
Hey
It's
Boo.
called Hey
Oh,
Boo,
shoot, they got a new store.
and it's a Halloween store. So it's cute.
It's a
It's a
Halloween
nice
store.
little welcomed addition to the game. There's some loot inside, but it's mainly for aesthetics, and I'm happy that they added this into the game. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like and let me know what your guys' thoughts and if there's any changes or things you want to see added into the game later on to the season.